Welcome back, everyone. This is a really badly named top five, but we haven't used that thing in months now. Not since Mandalorian came out. That was a long time ago. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And my name is James Baker.
Welcome back to the land.
Welcome back, James.
That's a horrible thing to say. Welcome back, James. Sorry.
I know, yeah. It's been a rough couple of weeks. But that final course of steroids has sorted out my COVID-19. So, thankfully, I am no longer infectious. So,
that's awesome.
Which means I can go to the shop and buy beer.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Jody.
Love it. Loving it. Loving your work.
Absolutely. So how you guys been?
We're not mentioning any of that.
You've been fine.
So far.
Good.
I do feel as if it's a matter of time, though, that everybody seems to be getting it now. It's getting really close to home. Literally round the corner from me.
Just round the
corner.
Where
your house is.
I know.
I'm
You're
glad
a bit further away, Sloan.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to stay safe.
But,
in my bunker.
Oh. Yeah. And James, you missed out this wee guy over Christmas.
Oh. Very nice. Oh.
I know. You have to break his neck for him to do the force, though.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Isn't it?
Aye.
He does the force. Come on, do it. Do it for me. Do it. No, he's not going to do it.
He's not going to
Falls asleep.
That's so cool.
So do you have to change him as well, or?
So good, isn't it? Then you wake him up again. Oh, do you like it, Heidi?
Oh.
You going to do the force? Come on.
He's not doing the handy thing. Do the hand thing,
You
baby.
never work with children, animals, and Baby Yodas.
I know.
Nah, he's not going to do it.
No. All right.
So there you go.
Very cool.
Do you want your...
Not related in the slightest. There you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So who wants to go first then? I should explain. So what we're doing is we're doing a recast. So I think everyone's familiar with the concept of Hollywood running out of ideas every once in a while, and they decide to recast movies. So there's 1,500 versions of Little Women. There's about 6 different versions of Spider-Man, and so on. And they keep making the same movies again. So we thought it would be fun if we got a chance. If we were Hollywood executives, who would we cast in our favorite movies or movies that we would think could be recasted, or it's about time they could be remade again? So,
yeah.
Who wants to go first? Do you want me to go first? I've got my list here.
Yeah, you go first then. Sloan.
Yeah, good shout.
James only knew about this 2 hours ago.
Exactly.
Just to give you a rough idea how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
fantasy recasting.
Yes, fantasy recasting. Yeah. Okay, so the first one is one of the number 2 movie of 1977. What is it? So the number 1 movie of 1977 is Star Wars. What's the number 2 movie at the box office in 1977?
It was Gene Hackman.
Nope.
It wasn't The Omen.
Nope.
No.
He drove a car. He wore a cowboy hat. He was chased by a cop.
Smoking the Bandit?
Oh, Cannonball Run.
Smoking the Bandit. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Burt Reynolds getting recast and Smoking the Bandit as with Pedro Pascal.
Oh, that's great.
Huh? Can you imagine?
Relevant.
Yeah. And also his number 2 movie, Star Wars, Mandalorian.
Have you got a mock-up photograph of that, Sloan?
But just imagine Pedro Pascal with a cowboy hat on.
All right, it's just that I did that.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait until Jody's wants.
Have you got?
That's fine.
Jody, have you got graphics ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you?
Judy's the artistic one in the family.
All right, good. By the way, that's a great
didn't
shout.
paint them all. That is a great shout. Yeah, that is a good shout. It's a shame you didn't do a graphic, but it's a good shout. Yeah.
Right, number 2. Sorry.
I'd love to have seen a graphic for that.
Right,
don't worry, you might see one later, James.
Oh my God. Right, okay, number 2. One of my favorite spy thriller movies, North by Northwest. So Roger Thornhill is played by Cary Grant. I went a bit lazy in this one. George Clooney. He's about the same age as Cary Grant.
I like it. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think he needs to kind of have a bit more of an action movie next, because he did Midnight Sky, which is as good a movie as it was. It needs a kind of action movie to kind of level it out. Okay. This could be a bit contentious, because I don't know if anyone can imagine Jack Nicholson not playing this part, but the part of Murphy in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, I thought Will Smith would do a good job of this.
Yeah, because I like that, actually.
The reason why I think that is because of the character he plays in I Am Legend. I don't know what it is. There's kind of glimpses in there. I could imagine him in the Murphy character in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't know.
I can't really picture it, so that's the only thing.
Yes.
If only had some kind of diagram or
graphic.
Yeah. Sorry, digitally manipulated photograph, because they don't like the word photoshopped.
I like that also, and I get
I
why
do too. Actually,
I get why you say that.
Yeah,
I get why you talk about that.
Me too. What about the Big Indian then? Who would play the Big Indian, do you think? Who's a big lad?
I think it's over there next to the fish.
Who's a big lad?
Oh, I
don't know. I tell you who could play Nurse Ratched.
Think about that.
Sarah Paulson.
Yeah. Aye. Did you watch that one, James? Ratched.
Yeah, I've watched the first couple of episodes. Have you guys watched the whole thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Aye, is it worth watching the rest?
Oh yeah.
Is it?
I really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm glad you said that,
definitely.
because we watched the first couple of episodes and then we kind of, for whatever, I don't know what happened. We just stopped watching it. No reason. It wasn't like we think this was bad. But I'll go back and watch it now, actually.
Yeah, we do that, but we kind of blasted that one. I must admit, we really quite enjoyed it.
I did. It was a page turner for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about the big fella. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, I need to think about that.
I've got a suggestion, but that would ruin one of my recasts.
I tell you what, talk about it when it comes to your one, and you could say that you could talk about, you could tie it back to that one, and then you can watch James's other one.
Okay. What about the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Dave Bautista.
Yeah, Bautista. Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to say.
I know he's not
Gina
tall.
Carano.
But...
Gina Carano.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
But then it's an all male. Yeah. Is it not an all male one?
Does it have to be?
It doesn't have to be. I think
could be a mixed ward.
Yeah. I think they're co-ed now.
Do they have mixed wards? Do they?
I think she could lift up that fountain at the end. I think she's good enough to just lift it up and
throw it through the window.
I'd like to see her lift it. Yep.
Yep. Right. I think she's capable of doing it.
So you've probably noticed I've gone quite old school with these movies.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get any newer. In fact, I think this one's actually older.
That's right.
If anything,
I think that's a good thing.
Well, exactly, because it's about ripe now for a remake. So Rear Window, another classic. Was his face? Good Evening. Hitchcock movie. Jimmy Stewart played the guy laid up in the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right. Okay. I thought you were going to say Tom Hanks.
No,
because he's a little bit older.
No.
No.
I think you got to kind of make it. You got to bring him a bit younger. I mean, he's in his 40s now. I don't know. Tom Hanks.
What age was Jimmy Stewart when he did that picture? Then do you think?
He must have been in his 50s.
He had grey hair. grey hair, didn't he? He must be 50s.
Must be in his 50s.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my pick for your window. And now, and here's a good one for you. I liked this movie when it came out. Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Oh, I like that.
So Jane Hudson and Blanche Hudson. So Jane Hudson's played by Bette Midler. Blanche Hudson is played by Joan Crawford. I'm thinking Glenn Close for the part of Baby Jane.
Oh, aye.
And Helen Mirren as the part of Blanche Hudson.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
Because I think Helen Mirren's got the gravitas and Glenn Close can do the
I was looking at Helen Mirren today for just this thing, and I thought, God, what an attractive woman she is. Am I allowed to say that?
No, I think that's fine.
In this,
in
this day and age?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fine looking older women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm going to give her a...
He's
just
back.
a one.
He's back.
He's definitely back.
But because of the COVID, I can only do one of them.
You can only do one.
You're
not up to your full strength.
He's going to go do the old Dennis Hopper.
I know.
Your full strength, which is about what, 5 or 10, between 5 and 10 probably.
I know.
I don't know if you went past 10.
No
one's seen it anyway. Not in video.
I know. Not in real life.
No. So anyways, that was me. That was mine.
Cool.
Well, that was quick.
Well, there you go then. I didn't say it was going to take a long time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know. This could be the quickest video we've ever done.
I didn't have a slide presentation, Jody.
Well, I think maybe I should go next then and save the graphics till last.
Sounds like a good idea. Actually.
I don't want to build this up, but I do have graphics. Yeah.
He's only mentioned it times, James.
I know. So I'm going to go.
Good though. Don't get too excited, but I do have graphics.
Listen, it's too late. I'm already excited. Now if they're substandard, it's a proper letdown.
You might manage 2 of these.
Number 5 to 1's graphic might disappoint you.
Yes, exactly. Correct.
So I'm going to start at my number 5, and I'm going to recast the role of the Terminator, so Arnie's character in what I would just really say Terminator and Terminator 2. So I'm going to recast Arnie's character with Gina Carano, and she's a Terminator because I just think she has the gravitas, and I think she has the power and the on-screen presence to just absolutely pull it off. And I think if you're going back to the original Terminator, 1984, where Arnie's chapping on the door, or the Terminator's chapping on the doors, looking for all of the Sarah Connors, I think Gina Carano could look proper 80s and absolutely pull it off credibly. So I think that's my recast. So if I'm going to recast her at my number 5, or recast Arnie with Gina Carano, I'm going to recast Sarah Connor. So if you can imagine Sarah Connor, I'm going to recast if the Terminator is now like a female character, then Sarah Connor's a male character, and that's going to be Kevin Hart. So, and I know it sounds I know it sounds a little bit kind of.
Not sure about that.
No, listen, I get it because Linda Hamilton's obviously a beloved. Oh
no, I don't mean that.
I just think he's more known for his comedy roles, though, isn't he?
Yeah, do you think he'd be too comedy?
No, listen, I get it, but I think Hollywood has a history of taking comedic characters and then all of a sudden making them super serious.
Mm-hmm.
No, the thing that the one guy that comes to mind just now is Ray Romano, who does an awful lot of serious stuff.
It's very true.
And you're watching Everyone Loves Raymond. And I'm not saying Kevin Hart plays it funny. I'm not. I'm saying he plays it like straight.
Yeah.
So it's taken that kind of thing, and it's just one of those roles. And there must be like, and I know there's loads and loads of actors who have taken their comedic role and played it straight. So I'm saying Kevin Hart plays it straight. So
Okay.
he's that guy. He's in that diner. He's that waiter, and he's the one that somehow produces,
I think he might actually
I
pull off.
definitely wish I'd seen it.
I can also
I definitely
imagine
wish I'd seen a graphic for that.
About the guy, about him just going like, "You ordered the scrambled eggs. You told me the scrambled eggs." I don't know. Just can see that.
Yeah, definitely. But he has to be who he is. I'm not asking him to be, I'm asking him to be innocent at the beginning, but be an absolute, father of the leader of the revolution. In the end,
flip it around. He's John Connor, and the child's going to be Sarah Connor.
Say it again.
You could flip it around where he's John. She's instead of the Terminator looking for Sarah Connor, she's looking for John Connor, and he's going to have a child.
I think Sarah Connor.
You also have to
Terminator
as well.
I think Terminator's complicated enough without.
It is, but I just think that is like, if you're going to do something, if you're going to flip the script, let's just give it a right good flipping. So I thought if I'm going to change who the Terminator is, I'm going to change who Sarah Connor is. So anyway, that's my Sarah Connor's going to be Kevin Hart.
Like it.
On to my number 3, Simon Connor. Yes. Yeah.
Simon says.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to my number 3. Now, listen, granted, this is with a couple of hours' notice, and that's not your fault. I don't want you guys to feel guilty because of this. It's me that kind of jumped in at the last minute. But I was given a couple of hours. So I have this fondness of 1966 Batman.
Oh, yes.
Right. And hundreds.
I'm liking your thoughts.
Hundreds and hundreds of folk, right? They're full on, like, oh, hold on a second. Yes, Heidi. Show the picture. Sorry, can I just interrupt for a wee second? Heidi's just drawn
of course.
a picture of Grogu. And just want to get it in there.
Loving it.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's cool.
So, and the message. So the message is, my dad must be sick, I think. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for that. Thanks for that live interaction. So, let's get back to 1966 Batman. I'm taking Adam West out of it completely, and I'm sticking in Idris Elba.
Ooh.
Idris.
Hang a minute. For the same type of Batman?
No. It's not for the exact same type of Batman. No, there is a definite element of seriousness to it. So there's a definite change. It's not like he's not as. And I'm not going to say like 66 Batman's ridiculous, but you might think he might be ridiculous. But I just want him to bring it, to give it a little bit of Shakespeare. To give it a little bit of.
Have you seen him as Brixton in Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm imagining.
Yes. Yeah, there's something along, like, I think he can see the goofiness of it.
Yeah.
And he does change it. He does change the 66 Batman style. But the rest of it remains as ridiculous as it is. But Idris Elba just brings that, what he brings to it. And it's.
I like him.
When you see Christopher Reeve play Clark Kent and Superman, it's obviously the same person. Mm-hmm. When we're watching the 66 Batman and it's Idris Elba as Bruce Wayne and as Batman, it is obviously the same person. But we as the audience are the only people who can see it, and no one in the TV show can see it at all. They would actually say, "What are you even talking about? I can't believe Bruce Wayne's Batman." That's the kind of thing I'm going for. But Idris Elba brings this gravitas and this seriousness and just this big acting chops.
Are you sure? Are you sure you've shook all this COVID, James? You don't seem yourself.
I may or may
There's
not.
something different about you.
Sounds fever dreamish, but okay.
Yeah, okay. The drugs are really kicking in with James here, by the way.
So that's my number 3. That is my number 3. So on to my number 2, and I found I'd done my 5, 4. My 3 was fine. I had my number 1 sitting there.
Can you just keep going up 2 seconds? Sorry.
Absolutely. But I had a bit of an issue with number 2, and that's why I was on here a little bit late, because I was sorting out what my number 2 was, and I had a rough idea, but I had to ask. I had to ask Gillian and I had to ask Faith for their input.
You're a friend now. What's going on here? Ask the audience.
I know. But I'm going to wait, actually. I'm going to wait till Jodie comes back.
Okay.
I'm going to wait till Jodie comes back. So,
we'll take it.
I might be feeling a little bit kind of delusional.
I can show you the next. So, we've been putting up builds up. So you put up the C3PO build.
Yes.
I put up the Brickheads build, I think.
Yes.
I've got one. There's one going as well, which is the best one. Mm-hmm. And this just arrived, so I'll be putting this up.
Oh, nice.
So this is from the Mandalorian, obviously. This is the speeder.
Yep.
And there's little Grogu there, and a little sand person. And then there's the on the side there. There's the hut where he does all the. Do you remember that episode of the Mandalorian going? Yeah.
Yes.
That hut.
Yeah. Remember that. So I also have we decided to take down the Christmas decorations today because we were not well enough to get them down before. So, and under the Christmas decorations, I have this.
Oh, nice.
Which I am ready to build.
Excellent.
Very nice.
So it looks very, very cool.
Oh, very good.
And it'll go with my C3PO nicely. So myself and Heidi are going to start that tomorrow.
Have you watched Adam Savage? He does a lot of. He doesn't do a lot. He's done a few videos on weathering.
I have seen some of his videos on weathering.
Yeah.
He's actually
a modeler.
He's popped up on my radar recently as well because he's got a thing for Judge Dredd, and I know we were kind of talking about Judge Dredd in the chat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The other night, so he has a bit of a thing for Dredd as well.
What was your second one, James? Sorry.
Yeah, well, I never got into this because I just waited for you to come back. Jordan.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
So number 2. Initially, I was going to recast Hooper from Jaws.
Hooper.
Mm-hmm. Hooper, absolutely. Hooper. So my recast of Hooper from Jaws, which I came up with by myself, but I have to say Gillian and Faith come up with the other 2, which I was quite pleased at because I wasn't going to recast the movie, but because they just chucked it in, I was just like, oh, right, that's fine. So I was going to go Leslie Jones for Hooper.
Leslie Jones,
okay.
That again.
I can see that.
Leslie Jones, because I think Leslie Jones, she's in Ghostbusters. She plays Patty in Ghostbusters.
Is that the main character? Or
No,
is that the
kind
of Spengler type?
No, she's not Spengler. No, that is McKinnon.
Character.
Yeah, she's more than she's Winston Zeddemores character.
She's every man, every person, woman character.
Yeah, she works the subway. Mm-hmm. She works the subway. She doesn't know anything
about
ghosts,
she's good.
She knows everything about.
She's in I saw a movie with her in it.
It's 2020. She played a psychiatrist. Psychiatrist?
That's right.
Psychologist.
She was.
Death of 2020. So
she was.
I like Leslie Jones quite a lot. I do. I think she's
good.
She's
funny.
Good actor. So
I like her a lot.
And I think probably Brody's our everyman. But I also think Hooper is too, to a certain degree. I think she's got the knowledge and she can be the everyman.
Yeah.
Also.
That's true, yeah. I mean, Hooper's got more knowledge about the situation, whereas Brody's he's coming in, he's like, right lads, what are we doing? As opposed to Hooper, who knows he doesn't know what fins are. That kind of thing.
I know. So on that subject, and I was going to finish my recast in there because all I was going to do was just recast one character, but then Gillian said that Quint could be Johnny Depp, could be played by Johnny Depp, and I was like,
good one. I like that.
I think I could see that happen. And then,
if it wasn't for the fact his career's going nose diving.
Well, Faith, who is my kind kind of guiding star when it comes to this, or if I'm navigating these kind of awkward scenarios, assures me, it's all right to say that Johnny Depp, blah blah blah, because it wasn't him, and people are manipulating this and that and the next thing. So
I agree. By the way, put my neck out there, but
sinking faster than Jaws.
I've got a huge love for Johnny Depp, and I agree. I think it's been very manipulated.
You literally cannot sit here and take a spoon of curried beans without faith, like having everything checked out. If she says it's all right, then as far as I'm concerned, we are all right.
Good saber skills as well.
Oh, absolutely, yes, yeah. She's been quite enjoying the old lightsabers. Good
saber skills.
So, so we're going to go Johnny Depp as Quint, and then Gillian said at the last minute, "Do you know what? Why don't you go Tom Hardy as Brody? Let's just recast a lot." And I'm just like, I can see Tom Hardy being that guy, but being tough enough at the end in order to do that. Him going through that kind of transformation.
I can see him shoveling the chum as well.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. And I've kind of sneakily snuck in 3 recasts there.
Don't worry, I've done the same with mine.
And he's got pictures.
So listen, my number one, and the reason it's my number one is because it's my favourite. And growing up as a kid, James Bond was a huge thing. Not everyone, but a lot of people do say that Idris Elba would be a good James Bond, blah, blah, blah. And I like that, and I think possibly he could be a good James Bond, but that's not who I'm recasting. What I'm recasting, because my Bond is Roger Moore, unequivocally Roger Moore. And one of my favourite Bond films is The Man with the Golden Gun. So I'm recasting Roger Moore in The Man with the Golden Gun with John David Washington. So Denzel Washington's son from Tenet, obviously.
Oh, he's good.
And I think, but do you know John David Washington? He's in Ballers.
He's the Tenet.
He's the main guy from Tenet.
I mean, the protagonist, that's his name in Tenet.
I haven't seen Tenet. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't think I've seen any of his movies, actually, to be honest.
To be fair though, Christopher Nolan.
Pretty sure he's
doing it in James. Can't believe it.
I'm just talking because you're about to mansplain to me.
To be fair though, oh my god. To be fair, Christopher Nolan doesn't really do characterization, and I think you'd agree with me there. Tenet is not exactly a
study on character.
No, he doesn't do well-rounded character studies, does he?
But
it's all about the idea and the concept.
Having watched John David Washington in Ballers for 5 seasons, he becomes quite beloved, and a very enjoyable character to watch. And you think, well, he plays right alongside, The Rock's character. But for him, I don't know if you're familiar with The Man with the Golden Gun, if you're familiar with, the martial arts scene, you're familiar with the Sheriff J.W. Pepper.
That guy.
And he's just like, kind of rootin' tootin', the kind of, anyway, I don't want to say too much about him, but he's obviously a bit racist, well, extremely racist. But for having the two of them kind of play off each other in certain scenes, and him calling out.
Aye, is he not in Live and Let Die as well?
He's in a few of them. J.W. Pepper. Because if you look up on IMDb, they'll tell you J.W. Pepper returns as that character.
In fact, Sloan, is he not in Cannonball Run with his son? Or am I getting mixed up with something?
Probably Superman, not.
No, it's not.
I think he plays.
Junior. Is what Junior.
Buford T. Justice is played by Jackie.
Gleason.
Jackie.
So it is, but it's a similar type of character, isn't it? Kind of goofy, not goofy,
Southern.
Aye.
Yeah.
So much like how I've got Idris Elba playing like a fairly straighter Batman and Bruce Wayne, I definitely have John David Washington playing a straighter, and I'm not saying because Roger Moore was really, really straight. You know, he did have that. The only thing was like his eyebrow, which kind of told you he was poking fun at everything. But John David Washington might do that a little bit, but he's definitely been a lot straighter than Roger Moore. So
I remember.
I was looking at his
remember the spitting it. Do you remember the spitting image puppet of Roger Moore? Remember, it was just his eyebrows moved.
Oh, was it?
I don't remember. No, he acted with his eyebrows. Mm-hmm.
I remember that too.
So,
no, really?
But I have to say that whole thing's been influenced by 5 seasons of Ballers.
I need to watch that. Actually, I've heard good things about it.
It is good. It's good. It's funny, and it's just like, oh my gosh, that person's in this. That person's in this. That person's in this.
Yeah.
And John David Washington is brilliant in it. It was on Sky Atlantic, so I don't know what you would get it on.
Is that right? Okay, I don't know if I'll get it then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Russell Brand's in it also.
Is he?
Laterally. Yeah. It is a good TV show. And I'm not into American football at all. I know you like it, Sloan.
Sloan is.
Yeah, but it's heavily revolves around American football.
Okay.
I don't know how the Rock manages to have enough time to do everything he does. Because he's a producer as well in that, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's heavily involved in it.
He played for CFL. In the CFL.
Did he?
Canadian Football League.
Aye.
So there we go.
Nice one. Well, I'm glad your list covers the spectrum and liberal and all that, because mine doesn't. So you can do that. But I was trying to kind of look at my list. I do have pictures, so I've made up for that fact that mine are a bit, not quite as the whole spectrum of people type thing. But I do have pictures. Do you want me to send you one first?
Aye.
No, that makes it good.
Okay.
Right, okay. I've sent the first one. I'm relying on Sloan here.
Okay.
My first one is recasting the Matrix. Keanu Reeves character. And as you know, the Matrix is kind of quite new to me. I hadn't seen it before. And it's James McAvoy as Neo.
That's James McAvoy. James McAvoy is Neo.
Do you know it looks like Christian Slater.
Is that not Christian Slater?
No, it's James McAvoy. It does look like Christian Slater, but
is James McAvoy not a bit old?
Do you think to play him?
How old?
He could always dye his hair.
I mean, The Matrix is from what, 1999?
I don't think he's 40 yet, James McAvoy, or he's maybe just 40.
I don't know.
Anyway, good Scottish actor. I think he's quite a good fix. He's been in kind of action movies like what was the shooting?
Wanted?
Was it Wanted? Yeah, which was the comic book adaptation of
Mark Miller's.
Mark Miller. Thanks, James. Thank God you're there.
He'll be 40.
Mark Miller's comic book. Yeah.
He'll be 40.
So I think he's 40 what?
42.
2? All right, okay. So yeah, I think he still looks youthful enough, and he's got the action chops, and he's a great actor. Yeah. I think he could pull it off as a
I think that's a nice graphic. Awesome.
It is, yeah.
Thank you, James.
Yeah,
thanks very much.
It kind of brings it to life.
If only you told
loads of effort in
making graphics, and we wouldn't have.
Anyway, my next one's the man with no name in the dollar movies, or whatever they're called, the spaghetti western Clint Eastwood movies. It's Hugh Jackman, which I think is a great fit as well. He's tough, especially. Yeah. I think that photograph I used there is from Logan. He's got the kind of rough, tough. He's been through a bit of life, and I think he's a good fit. I've always thought he was a bit of a Clint Eastwood-esque character. But he's a bit of an all-rounder as well, Hugh Jackman, isn't he? He's a song and dance man and stuff like that as well. He's a dancer, aye. Aye. So yeah, so I flung that together.
Well flung.
Aye, we flung dung.
You flung it back.
Is this from the remake of Yojimbo, this one?
It depends what one you mean. I'm not sure where I took that from.
Okay.
What was Yojimbo based in a particular man with no name?
No, Yojimbo was the original one, and so was Sanjuro. And Akira Kurosawa said to Sergio Leone, he said, "You've made a fantastic movie. Unfortunately, it is my movie."
Yes.
And he stuck him with a samurai sword. Yojimbo's
if he
gets beaten up. And then there's a shooter.
Did he get money for that?
No. They just rampantly just ripped
Kurosawa.
No, just ripped him off.
Oh, really?
And in the sequel, he's got the boilerplate thing underneath his
that's right.
thing. Yeah, that's from Akira Kurosawa's movie 2 years before that.
Really?
Yes.
I need to dig these ones out.
I've been watching. Fantastic. Honestly, Dave Filoni must be watching these things on repeat or something. I don't know.
It must be.
It's like there's a bit in where Ahsoka appears in the village. That is exactly camera shot for camera shot the end of Yojimbo. Like pixel
exactly.
perfect.
Not a bad thing, though, really.
No, not a bad thing.
Just changing it, and you just flip it to sci-fi. Makes it a little bit different, but you know,
it's the same as High Noon, that Sean Connery remake that was done in space.
Yeah. Well, my next one, I'm not at my number 3.
This is 3, yeah.
5, 4, 3. Yep. So I'll keep the 2. I've got 2 Star Wars ones, so I'll keep them for last.
Oh, remaking Star Wars.
Oh, aye.
We'll get
so this is me. I've got Cannonball Run, and I've got you, Sloan, but I've got the graphic, so we can see what Burt Reynolds will look like as.
There you go.
Pedro Pascal.
That's interesting. The fact we both chose Pedro. Do you know why I chose him as Pedro Pascal as Burt Reynolds?
Because we've been talking about it for months.
Yeah, well, there's that. But also, it's the whole Columbo Mark Ruffalo thing all over again. The other thing, reason is
surprised you never put that in your top 5.
Because it's a TV show. It's not a movie.
Ah, okay. But they could have made it a movie.
I mean, it was a movie of the week. Semantics. But the other thing was, in that Kingsman movie, he wears a hat, and all I could think all through the movie was, God, he looks exactly like Burt Reynolds.
The cowboy guy in the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
So I've got that's Cam from
Modern Family.
Eric Stone Street, Cam from Modern Family, as the Dom DeLuise character.
Yep.
Which I think would be a good match, actually. I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I like their paramedics kind of baseball jackets.
Yeah. The wind cheaters.
Is that the second one, Sloan?
No, this is the first.
Is that the second one?
This is the first one. In fact,
is that from the first one?
I don't have it here. Oh no, I don't. I had it there for months. I had Cannonball Run. Oh no, in fact, hang a sec. Here you go. I still have the disc.
There you go.
Very nice.
I loved the chemistry between the two of them. The Dom DeLuise and Burt Reynolds. I thought the chemistry was so funny.
Off screen.
And what was the superhero Dom DeLuise kept bringing out?
Captain Chaos?
No.
Captain Chaos.
It was something like that.
Was it? Oh yeah, there he is.
Look at Captain you, Chaos, man. That was like that was like 5
seconds. Lightning.
5 seconds.
Captain Chaos. There you
go. You could get a job on Joe Rogan's show, Sloan.
I know.
Jamie, the guy Jamie, he's got lightning fingers. You know, he's like, "Can you search for this, Jamie?" And he's like, straight away.
That's him
Damn
wearing
chaos.
his,
That's it. Brilliant. I can really imagine Cam from Modern Families doing that.
100%.
100%.
Yep.
Absolutely. So my next one.
What number are you at?
4.
I'm at 2.
Oh, right. 2.
Oh, aye, 2. So this is really a kind of wish for me, because Emperor Thrawn is getting bandied about in Mandalorian, and I think the best person to play him. This is not a recast thing because he's obviously been in Rebels as an animated character, but
it's a cartoon.
A cartoon.
Are we going to be
Daniel Day-Lewis? Daniel Day-Lewis.
Wow.
As Emperor Thrawn.
That is heavy.
It's pretty good, actually. I like this bit of art that you've done that no one else has done.
Thanks. It have huge gravitas as that
Absolutely.
character.
Yeah.
He's got the cheekbones, the gaunt kind of long face.
Yeah.
He's never done a genre picture like that before.
There's also
so it could be interesting for him.
About the casting of that. He has retired. He doesn't want to.
He's a cobbler.
Yeah.
So you'd
have to get the old Jon Favreau magic, show up at his door and go, Mr. Lewis, a word, please.
Yeah.
And
but I think
the money truck.
But I think the thing that might bring him there is the fact that he's never done a genre film. Really, I don't think he's always done a kind of heavy acting thing, and it might stretch him. You never know. An interesting character, Thrawn.
Yeah.
So that's more of a
nice
kind of dream fantasy dream
Wishlist
thing.
I would also Christoph Waltz as well.
Aye.
Yeah, actually, yeah, he would be good actually.
If you tell you what, if you can't get John, Booby, if you can't get Daniel Day-Lewis, Christoph Waltz, just saying.
I don't think you'd have to change the graphic that much actually.
You wouldn't actually. You're right.
No, I'm just like, is that Christoph Waltz?
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
You wouldn't. You're right. My last one is C-3PO recast.
Hey, Jody. Oh.
Bear with me, James. I know. I don't want you to slip back into
can
COVID
feel the
country.
fever coming on. Who?
So that's hello. That's good. Special effects. So this is my final one.
This is my
stop ruining it, Sloan.
What? Sorry. Don't
do that later. Do that in your own time. So this is C-3PO reimagined as the Oscar statue playing C-3PO.
Okay.
Anyone? Would you rather this then? A gratuitous shot of C-3PO?
Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, check that out before you post that up.
All right, if you have small children, turn away now.
It's not your one. Your one's worse, James.
His bare leg is showing.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway,
I know.
That last one was a bit of a laugh, I suppose, but that's my top 5.
Good.
I was crowbarring a droid in there. Just for a kick.
I might be able to do 2 of these. Oh my! I can't. It's just the one.
Just the one.
My eyes sore.
Aye. Anyway, that last one was an extra. I think that's actually an action figure, the same one that I'd used.
It was, yeah.
Aye, because it's got silver leg, which is from the original New Hope. You know that?
Yep.
It had a silver leg in New Hope.
Indeed.
Aye.
Is it end up a red arm in one of the episodes? Is that Force Awakens?
Force Awakens, aye.
Right. That's right, because he said, "Oh, you probably didn't recognize him because of my arm."
Aye.
To Han
And
Solo.
every single one, he's had a different. He's had like a different limb.
Mm-hmm.
Please go.
He has.
Was he?
Close the door.
Aye, everyone. Yeah.
Coolio.
Don't ask me which limbs were what and all that, but he did different.
I'm sure
limbs.
someone out there will correct you if you were wrong.
What are we talking about? 3PO's appendages?
Yes.
Appendages, yeah.
Aye. Different colours and different movies.
Oh.
Well, he was naked. He was naked in the Phantom Menace.
Yep. And he was quite.
Showing all his parts.
He was quite kind of gunmetal grey in Attack of the Clones.
Yep.
And he had a head swap in Attack of the Clones also.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Much hilarity.
Yeah, and then in Revenge of the Sith, he was quite goldy.
Was he?
Revenge of the Sith, I'm sure he was quite gold.
Apparently, every single movie, though, he's had a limb that's a different colour.
That I did not know.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that. I didn't realise that about A New Hope. It's not that obvious, but see when you watch it again, you can tell that he's got that silver leg.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
A dog who's.
We probably
what happens when a dog pees on it.
We probably watched it through like a chewed up VHS, and we probably couldn't tell the difference in gold and silver as well.
Aye, but we saw it in the pictures and massive big screen. So.
And it was much later on in my Star Wars life that I realised he had a silver leg.
Yeah,
I mean it was.
Oh,
I mean, I still thought I was a proper Star Wars aficionado.
Mm-hmm.
And if you said, if someone said, does he have a silver leg? I would have said no, and I would have said, I know everything about Star Wars.
It was
much debated on it. He didn't.
Mm-hmm. It was a total hot fuzz video moment. It's like, that window's broken from the inside, right? Oh.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, I would have put bets on it, but there you go. I'm just feeling baby Yoda's ear. Nice.
Okay. It looks good. It looks nice.
You want to watch me?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Nobody wants to see this.
This could be up there. The satisfying videos you get, like
oddly satisfying.
Baby Yoda's ear. Look how satisfied he is, though.
You could actually do a reaction video to me reacting to you touching Baby Yoda's ear.
Oh, actually, I think I can do that. No, hang on a minute. If I do that,
don't react too much, James. Right. Don't both ears at the same time. Don't overreact.
Both eyebrows are getting it. Jodie, you look like you're having quite a lot of.
Jodie, he's not a Ferengi.
I know, thank goodness.
I'm sorry.
Because then that would have been pornographic.
That would have just been wrong.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. That's our celebrity recast. If you have your own idea of celebrity recast, let us know in the comments below. Maybe we got it completely wrong. Who knows? But
I've definitely not got it completely wrong.
No, we got it 100% spot on. But if you disagree with us, then just let us know below. But if you like this video, hit the old like button and please share on social media as well, because it really helps the channel. And if you like timely reminders of when we put a new video up, then consider subscribing by hitting the old subscribe button and the notification bell, and YouTube will work its wonderful algorithms and you'll get notification of when we put a new video up. But other than that, I think that's us. We're good.
Indeed.
Thank you, everyone, for your suggestions. Jodie, for showing us up for the graphics. And we'll catch you in the next video.
Cool.
Cheers.